Alright guys, so this video is not going to have a lot of content to it, I guess. It's honestly more of a little personal talk, like a discussion I just wanted to have because, I don't know, it's something that comes across my mind a lot. And I don't know, I want to talk about it because I feel like people think that, like, they see, my workout videos, they see, I started the Journey series, me always talking about this stuff. I feel like they all think that I'm super happy, I'm like 100% happy with my body, I have nothing to worry about, I don't have any, like, problems with the way I look and stuff like that, no insecurities, and that couldn't be further from the truth. So I'm going to talk about that today because I just decided, honestly, I want to be as real as I can. Like, I have a small fan base, a small viewership, and I know that for those people who are watching, I know those people care, and I know those people, watch all the way through and stuff like that. And I know I have a small amount of loyal people, and this is for you guys that listen and watch every day and have come back even after a little bit and are like happy to be back and you're staying with me and stuff like that. So these are for the loyal people, for the people that watch me and I know some people may be like, oh, like I've gotten comments like this, just like even people that like I've never seen before in the comments. I've had people say, oh, like they went on a workout video of mine and they're like, oh, this is like you're an inspiration, this is so cool, this, that, whatever. And I want to tell you guys something that I don't think I've ever said on this channel, but I've talked about it a lot on Twitter. So if you follow me on Twitter, you know this. I've said it months ago. I say it like every once in a while, and I just want to completely get it out there. So this is going to be a little bit of a discussion. So if you guys don't want to watch this, if you don't want to get on a personal level, if you guys don't really want to hear this, if you don't care, come back another day. But let's get into this. So a lot of you guys know a few months ago, or maybe some of you guys know, a few months ago, I had a, like, not like an injury, but like a little issue I had with like my hip, and like it was a part, like my ribs, my hip, I don't know. So I had like an imbalance basically where my one of my ribs is lower and one of my hips was higher, and it was just because I don't know what it was just like, I guess it was from being in a certain position and too long for some days or sleeping a certain way, but basically one hip was raised a little higher and one rib was lowered a little bit, and it wasn't like with a shirt on, obviously it wasn't noticeable at all, but for me, when I took my shirt off and if I took a picture of myself or video of myself, it was really noticeable to me and I couldn't stand it, and it was like that for a while and I never knew it. I never knew that I had this problem, and I when I found out, I hated it. Like, I couldn't stand it. I never wanted to take my shirt off. I hated the way it looked. It was so, God, listen, it was one of the worst things to me, and this was so bad to me. Like, I was freaking out. Like, it honestly made me want to cry, because the thing is going to the gym, my body, that type of stuff, like the whole fitness part of my life, it's the biggest part of my life. It's the thing, something that I care the most about. And even if you know me in real life, and you don't know how seriously I take it. If it's just like, oh yeah, he goes to the gym, like he just likes going to the gym. No, like people don't know how strongly I take this and how serious this is to me. It's like for some of you guys who play sports, soccer, hockey, for some of you guys who are like super academic, you got to get like on honors roll every year. Like, to me, this is it. This is my sport. Like, this is my academics. Like, I love this. This is what gets me up in the morning. This is what makes me happy at the end of the day. Seeing progress is the best thing in the world to me, and not just in this, but progress and everything is great. But personally, there's something about, like, this is your body. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is my body. This is something that you're gonna live with this body for the rest of your life. Even if you're gonna grow and change, the way you take care of it is the way it's gonna be for the rest of your life. So you have to. If you want your body to be a certain way, you got to make it a certain way. So you got to work towards it. And for me, I just don't understand how, like, to each their own, guys. Honestly, the way you do things, the way your life is, the way you take care of your body, it doesn't matter to me because that's not me. Honestly, to me, there's a lot of people that just don't care about what, like, the way their body is. But for me, I couldn't live with like an unfit body, like a body that's not fit. To me, if I don't have a fit body, I'm depressed. Like I would have been depressed if I didn't have a fit body. And I'm so happy that, like, you know, my mom got me into it, like when I was a little bit younger, like 10 years old. You know, she was really healthy and she got me into it, so I'm really happy about that. And it started something amazing for me, which I love. I love it. So that's why, like, what this all means to me is the reason that depressed me, that little defect. And also I just feel like every time, for me at least, every time I have something good, every time I want something, it always gets ruined by a little thing. And listen, man, it's always, and I feel like everyone says this, but it's always me. Like, why is it always me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the worst thing in the world by any means, but I mean, for me, whenever I want like small things, whenever I want to work towards something, there's always something that gets in the way, which it sucks and it makes me have to push harder. So this is one of those things where I hated it. I hated it. And, you know, again, like, it's just something I wanted to work towards, and obviously there's that obstacle. Yeah, I just hated it. I was depressed when I saw it. I'm like, shit, like, we gotta get this fixed right away. I made my mom call, like, I don't know if it, like, I don't know what the doctor is. It's a certain type of doctor. Like, they like, know the structure of the spine, they know all the structure of your body. Like, it's a type of doctor. I have no idea what it's called. But, I went to go see this doctor, and I was just praying that it was fixable or something like that. I was on the internet every day, all night. I was searching up, like, oh, how can I fix this? Like, how do I get rid of this? Like, I would do anything. And I went to the doctor, and he's like, okay, this could be one of two things. It could be a structural thing or a muscular thing. I can't remember what two things he said, but he said basically if it was one thing, if it was this, then it couldn't be fixed. It was permanent. And then he said the second thing, if it's this, you can fix it with stretches and exercises and this and that, and, you know, taking certain things out of your routine, putting things into your routine, you know, stuff like that could fix it. And I was praying to God before I laid down on the bed for him to examine me. I was praying to God that it wasn't, you know, the permanent thing, because I would not be able, like, I would have been so depressed, because to me it was ugly, man. Like, I couldn't even stand the thought of me going the rest of my life like that, and it was just like I was praying. I'm like, oh my God, it better not be that. So we got the examination done, like, and then he's like, okay, it could be fixed. You try to do some stretches, carry this on for a few months, see how it progresses. My hip went back into place after a few weeks. Like, it actually went into place right after the appointment, but he said for you to keep your hip there, to keep it in place perfectly leveled out, you have to continue doing these stretches. So I continued doing the stretches, and, you know, my hip I think it's still fine now, but the thing now is my rib never went back down into place, and I haven't got this checked out yet since that time. My rib, like my right rib, the right rib cage is lowered down still now. It's lowered and it hasn't gone back down. I don't know why. I guess I'm not doing the stretchers as much now, but my rib cage just never ended up going down. It's always been a little bit longer, or it's been a lot longer, but in this case it is just longer, and it makes like an indent on my body. So my body is not like straight. Like, I don't have this, like, this sort of body where it's just straight down, or, you know, top it goes narrow. Like I don't have that. My body's not like that, because there is a slight indent, because I don't know how to explain it. Like, just because my rib is lower, instead of the like, if you guys know, like, after your rib cage, there's that whole part of your body that's just like, you know, your stomach, like, you know what I mean, like your abdominal, whatever. After that, like, after your rib cage, it's all that. But for me, this rib cage starts over here, and this one's like a little bit lower, like a tad lower, like an inch maybe. So everything that comes after the rib cage is a little bit lower, so that side has a little indent, which I'm sure you guys could see if you go look at some of my workout videos. You could see it, man. Maybe you can't see it as much, because obviously if I'm putting stuff on the internet, I don't show every single thing in my workout videos, and I know that's maybe some of you guys are like, oh, that's fake. But yeah, me not including certain stuff in my videos is not me being fake or you know, not being real or 100% with you guys. It's just, I hated it that much that I don't put everything. Like, if there's a frame that's like, oh, that's a horrible angle, like, it really shows that thing that I don't like, I won't put it in. Like, I will cut it out because I don't know, man. Like, for me, like, I don't know. It just bothers me, and especially I have low body fat, which I'm happy with, but that really shows everything a little bit more. Like, that shows my rib cage issue a little bit more. And if I didn't have this problem, honestly, I would love my body. Like, if I did not have this issue, I would love my body. I would be so happy with it because to me, I'm where I want to be right now. Like, I'm not where I want to be, but I'm really on track for where I want to be. I have low body fat. I have good, like, for at least for my preferences, good muscle proportion, good definition. I'm good right now, but of course, there's a little issue. Like, it's just going against everything. But yeah, so anyways, so my rib cage never like went perfectly back into place, and now this is where we're at. And I've asked my mom, like recently, to call back the doctor. They're not answering, but like I want to go again for another appointment because I really want to get this fixed, like really bad, man. Honestly, you guys saw I put clips at the beginning of the video. You guys saw like how I look right now. And go back and look. If you didn't notice it because you're not looking for it, that's probably why. Go back and look. You could see one side, the curve in my torso is like lower on one side. It's weird. And to me, it really bothers me. Like, I can't stand, like, I don't like going to pool parties. I don't like taking my shirt off. I hate it. And I know it's not that bad. I know a lot of people are always telling me in the comments. People tell me constantly, "You have such a good body. You have a great body. Like, what are you saying?" But to me, I can't stand it. Honestly, right now, I'm not happy with it. I don't even like. I don't know. It just bothers me. Yeah, man, I don't know. I just can't stand it. Like, it really gets on my nerves, man. Just because it's like, to some people this wouldn't be a big problem. Some people wouldn't even notice it. But to me, it's just because this is such an important thing to me. The littlest things really get to me. Like, especially this. So, yeah, man, I don't know. That's it. I can't, for right now, I just don't like my body. I'm not happy with it because of this problem. And until I get it fixed, I won't be happy. I don't know if maybe putting on more size, more fat, I don't know if that will fix it. But right now, it just seems like I can't have one thing without losing something else, which sucks. So, I don't know. That is why, if you guys are wondering why I make so many, fitness videos, and I have a lot of workout videos and showing like, a lot of that stuff. It's not because people think, like, oh, you have to be comfortable with your body. You constantly have your shirt off. You constantly are doing workout videos. Guys, that's not it. It's because I'm being as real as I could be without trying to say anything. I don't want to talk about it all the time, but I put this stuff out. Basically, I don't know how to put it exactly. I don't even know if this is 100% true, me saying this. It might be because of another reason. I can't get all my thoughts down right now. But the reason I often have my shirt off and doing these workout videos and stuff like that is not because I really like it or anything. I'm not really comfortable with it. It's because I want to become more comfortable with this imperfection or whatever. I want to be just able to live with it if I might have to forever. Which I don't know. I'm just like, sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I look at. In some, like, okay, let me put it this way. Sometimes in some lightings, some positions, some video clips that I take, some way I stand, in some settings, I think I look really good. I think I look great. Like, there's some times where I really like my body, but then there's other moments where I catch myself walking past a mirror, or I catch myself in a video with a bad angle or a bad lighting or a bad. Like, you could just really notice something, and it just really, it puts me down. It gets me in a bad mood, and I don't know. I just wanted to let you guys know this, because I feel like, this series that I'm doing, the journey, it should be everything. I'm showing you guys my my journey, just every little step of the way, me getting leaner, me getting bigger, me eating different foods, me changing my workout routine, me just being real with you guys about stuff that matters. And this is the one of the biggest parts of my journey, is me getting over this little thing, me getting past it, me possibly fixing it. I don't know, but this is something that it's a part of me and my fitness journey. It's a part of everything. So I need to just get past it right now and kind of just get it out there. And this is a discussion that I needed to just talk about eventually in this series, because it is one of the main reasons I wanted to do this series. Because when I started this out, I really just was not happy with my body, and I want, by the end of the journey, or hopefully by the end of the journey, I want to have overcome it. I want to fix it. I hope that everything's the way I want it by the end of this journey. And I don't know when that will be. That could be a year from now. This journey could go on for years. Who knows? But I want to get this part out there. So anyways, yeah, that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to talk about. Just a little discussion. I'm sorry that went on really long. I'm really, really sorry if this is not a video that you guys expected today, or a video you guys didn't want today. This video was more for me than you guys. It's just therapeutic to sit down. To sit down and let out all your feelings is therapeutic, honestly. It just gets everything out. It helps you feel a lot better. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to be real with you guys for a little bit. Drop a like on the video if you guys did enjoy. If any of you guys have any problems like this, let me know. You can do it in the comments. If you don't want to be public about it, you could DM me on Twitter or YouTube or anything like that. Guys, I have a lot of problems with my body and fitness, and things that I may seem really confident about, I'm not very confident about. So you guys don't know, but I have a lot of insecurities. So if you guys have anything you want to talk about, let me know, guys. Any way you want to reach me. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.